Hey everyone, I'm Brian Corsetti here with Pete Hammond, Deadline.com's awards columnist, and Christy Grosz, who is the editor of AwardsLine. We're here to break down the Emmy nods in the drama category. Guys, it worked. American Horror Story dodges the dramatic categories, right?
Actually, that's it. American Horror Story, which should be in the drama series eligibility.
Right.
They came to the Academy, they figured out a way that they could get nominated, because they wouldn't have gotten nominated for drama series, but they called themselves a mini-series for some reason. They get 17 nominations, leading the pack of Emmys, along with Mad Men, tied for that. Nice work, Ryan Murphy. He pulled it off. He convinced the Academy this is a mini-series. And of course, this is a series that could run for several seasons. I don't call that a mini-series, but the Academy went with it. Worked out for him.
The strategy worked.
It worked, but in terms of the drama series, you know, when we were predicting them, the 6 that we thought would get in, got in.
I got to tell you, you guys were on point with your predictions before last month when we sat down. Everything that you guys predicted is up for a nod.
Yeah, Downton Abbey, I think, is another interesting story in this category because it did the exact opposite of American Horror Story. It went from movie miniseries into the drama category, and ended up with 16 nominations.
Which is amazing, and so we are essentially looking at a category with Mad Men. 17 nominations. It's won 4 years out of 4 years. This is its 5th nomination. It will break a record, an Emmy record, if it wins this year. It's the returning champ.
But Pete, do you think it's going to win this year?
Well, I don't know. I think this is the most interesting category. I really think it's up for grabs, oddly enough. Mad Men's coming in as the reigning champ, but so is, oddly, Downton Abbey, because it won miniseries.
That's true, and then there's also the big question about Breaking Bad, because I think that, as you pointed out, the fact that it's on the air right now, it has a lot of momentum because of this current season, and it's nominated for its previous season. It could, it could sweep in.
13 nominations is a very big number for Breaking Bad. So it shows that the Academy at large has finally paid attention to this great show. It was nominated for drama series 2 years ago, the last time it was eligible. But it's only really won in the acting categories for Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul.
As a fan of being for both shows, Breaking Bad and Mad Men, I, just as a fan, tend to go in the Breaking Bad direction.
Yeah, and I think AMC would be fine with that. Because they have both those shows, and I know they really feel nice about Breaking Bad. It's only got really one season being broken up into 2. It's on its last run here, essentially, in the next couple of summers.
It inspires a lot of hyperbole. Whenever anybody starts talking about Breaking Bad, they're like, it's the best show on television. It's the best cast. Vince Gilligan is brilliant. I mean, it's just, it inspires so much passion and enthusiasm from its fans.
But wouldn't it be ironic if it doesn't win and it loses to Homeland on Showtime? That's the show that's the first time nominee here, the one that crept in here, and the critics are loving it and giving it all their awards and things, and that's bringing some Emmy attention.
Yeah, it's only been for one season. I actually love Homeland as well. I mean, it got me there, I think as a new show too, it's kind of good to have that in, I guess, the back pocket.
Well, it makes for an exciting race too.
Yeah,
I mean, when you've got more than one show that you want to root for, it's like you're sort of on the edge of your seat. It makes it a lot of fun.
Tight, I mean, something could creep in that could really surprise us. And let's not totally discount Game of Thrones from HBO.
Exactly.
And HBO also has Boardwalk Empire. I don't think that's going to win, but Game of Thrones is also well liked. If the votes are really close, this is where you get an upset.
Right now, what we didn't make it into the nods or The Walking Dead or any of the my favorite, but you guys predicted that.
This is not a genre that the Academy likes, and they've once again proven it. They will never go for this genre.
But what about House?
Well, House, it's the last season.
Season,
I was also going to point out American Horror Story, which is that genre, managed to work its way in a totally different category.
Because it's not there.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's snaked in another way.
They'll go like, oh, well, that's a miniseries. That's okay. That's
we like genre in miniseries.
We don't have to go there every year with this, but we're not going to sully the drama series.
Well, there's also there's also Good Wife, which was nominated last year,
Right.
and Juliana Margulies is nominated this year again.
Yeah, well, boy, the networks, that's the big story here. The
Yeah,
traditional
yeah.
4 networks shut out a
Yeah.
Best Drama Series completely. It is all cable.
Cable,
And,
yeah.
Yeah, and that is a real sign of the times because this was the marquee thing for the networks. They were always so proud of their drama series, but they've changed their ways, and now it's all this procedural kinds of shows that they put on, and Good Wife was really holding the flag for it, and it didn't get in.
Well, guys, there you have it. I'm Brian Corsetti. You got to check us out on Twitter, Deadline Pete and Christy Grosz on Twitter, as well as myself, Brian Corsetti. And if you want an AwardsLine subscription, check it out on Deadline.com. Thanks for watching, everyone.